Now, presentation could be giving a speech in front of the class. It could be playing the guitar on a stage. It could be numerous things, but whatever that performance is, if you're nervous about it, watch this video because we're discussing 8 ways on how you could overcome it, starting with the first idea now. Number 1, stock up on oxygen. Years ago, I made a video on how to overcome stage fright. I'll leave a card right there. But I bring this up because a commenter of the name Ray's Metal Tracks left a comment that was so insightful. I'll read part of it now. On the physiological side, your body is in flight or fright mode. Your heart rate goes into panic mode, beating super fast. The problem is that you don't have a balance of oxygen to match that crazy heart rate, so you start to feel a bit lightheaded, which adds to your anxiety. That mixed with the fear in your head, oh, I'm losing control, and you start to spiral out of control. Do this before you speak or before you have to present. Breathe. Just breathe in, deep breaths. Fill your lungs in and out. You are filling your blood with oxygen to compensate the crazy heart rate. This flushes your brain with oxygen and begins to balance you out. At first, you'll feel weird, like you're only going to make it worse. Trust me, the oxygen levels will help bring you back down and let you think and gain your composure. Right before you go up or begin speaking, take about 10 quick breaths to stock up on oxygen. Sometimes that's all you need, just a boost to help you get out of the gate on a good foot, helping you think clearly. Number 2, swim with goldfish. Now let's say you're in the water and you have 2 options. You could swim with sharks who are hungry, they're vicious, they want to sink their teeth into you. Or you could swim with goldfish. They've already eaten, they're satisfied, they just want to spend time with you. Now, of course, you're less nervous around the goldfish. In a similar way, you could make this analogy play out when you're giving a performance with your audience. If you wanted to, you could look for sharks, people who are nasty, negative, bitter, who are looking for every flaw in you or just trying to sink their teeth into you. Or you could see a group of friends who are not trying to harm you, they just value what you have to say and they're energetic about hearing it. Now you'll be less nervous with the goldfish. And I know someone out there saying, no, that's not how it works. I see the fins. I see the fins. Okay, I've noticed with people who appear to be sharks are actually goldfish. They're just trying to attack you because they have problems in their life that are not addressed. Don't let that bother you. Don't let that rattle you. Swim with the goldfish. Number 3, the performance doesn't define you. I like to look at moments in life as snapshots. All the moments put together, all the snapshots together tell your life story, the real you. The problem is that this one performance is make or break for you. You're so terrified that you think it's going to define you, and it's just not the case. Here's an example. Let's say you give the performance and hypothetically it goes bad. It's terrible. Here's a terrible picture of me. Why do I feel comfortable showing this to you? Because I know there's so many more pictures to be taken throughout my life, and if you get to know me, you'll know the real me. You know what I actually look like. So just like with your next performance, it's just a snapshot, whether it's good or it's bad. Over time, everyone's going to see all your performances collectively, and then they'll know your real talent. Number 4, the Pratfall Effect. The Pratfall Effect is a term in psychology that states a mistake, a blip, a blunder can actually increase your likability towards the audience, given that they perceive you as competent. Now, my gut tells me that you're competent at what you're doing. You're rehearsing, you're preparing, you're even researching how to overcome your nerves. But you can still be fearful of that mistake. But don't you see that this mistake can actually bond you with the audience? Maybe you're giving a presentation or you're playing the guitar and you misjumble one of your words or you misstroke a key on the guitar. They don't think you're an idiot. They likely think, oh, okay, this guy isn't perfect. This gal isn't perfect. Good. I can relate to this person and I like them. Number 5, the spotlight effect. Another term in psychology, the spotlight effect, is the phenomenon in which people tend to believe they're being noticed more than they really are. Now, granted, when you're on the stage or in front of the classroom, the light literally may be on you. The attention may be on you. But you need to keep in mind that it's not going to stay that way forever. When the performance is over, the light will shift back on the people in the audience. Let's say the performance goes bad. Maybe they talk about it after class or after performance, but eventually the light will shift back on them, their life, their problems, what they're going to eat for dinner. Once you realize that people aren't focusing on you as much as you think they are, it will relax you and you will not be nervous. Number 6, humble yourself. Maybe when you heard humble yourself, you think, put yourself down, showcase all your mistakes, all your faults, all your failures, all your insecurities. That's not what humility is all about. In fact, Rick Warren, author of the book The Purpose-Driven Life, defines what humility is. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. You see, when you go out to perform, if you look at it as the light's on you, you may think, what's in it for you? What will people think of me? And of course it'll make you nervous. But the moment you shift that light onto the audience and think, what do I have to share? What do I have to enrich their life? Once you do that, you take the light off yourself, you're being humble, you're thinking of other people, I will tell you, your performance will go off the charts. Number 7, enter your cave. One of my favorite quotes is from Joseph Campbell. He says, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." With this performance that you have, there's some desire in you. You don't understand it. You might be fearful, not want to do it, but you may fail to realize that this might be why you're here. This type of performance is why you're on this planet. That's the gift you have to share, the talent you have to express. Now, if you're a little terrified, that might be a good thing. That might be an indicator that you need to do it. And number 8, 10 minutes, 10 months, 10 years. I forgot where I learned this exercise from, but it's a wonderful way to put your emotions on the back burner and cause you to think clearly. Now, use this exercise when you're on the fence on performing and you're afraid of it going poorly. Let's imagine the performance has gone poorly. 10 minutes after the performance, ask how you feel. Now, I imagine you're embarrassed, but you're feeling good. You were courageous. You faced your fear. What about 10 months? Now, if this type of performing is something that matters to you, you've given so many more performances, you've gotten drastically better that you're not even thinking about this performance that you're about to give. Now, 10 years out, that's just a matter of regret. Even Mark Twain said, 20 years from now, you don't regret the things you did. The things you didn't do is what you regret. And as you put this in perspective with the 10 minutes, 10 months, 10 years exercise, you realize that this event is just so silly. Worrying about it is not a big deal. It's not going to define you, and you're going to get better throughout your life. There you have it, 8 ways on how to overcome nervousness while presenting. Hope you found this helpful. And if you're new to this channel, you can look at this video like a snapshot. If you like what you see, you want to see more, consider subscribing. And please leave a comment below. Let me know any tips that I left out, or if you have any comments or questions for me, I'd love to help. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video.